An expired course is a degree or diploma program not duly accredited for teaching by National Council for Higher Education, the statutory regulator. The National Council released a list of expired courses, making the students react since some of the courses mentioned are still pursued.
About we studying expired courses, we feel bad now that due to the fact that we are doing our end of semester examinations, it actually broke us the most, because you can't imagine someone who graduated in the same course that you're pursuing right now being deemed to be to have studied an expired course. That is so absurd.
I think you have a problem as Uganda. I can't even blame my institution or anything. Like what I read so far, I don't know whether the source I read from is clarified, but what I read is that they knew about it in 2016. From 2016, you even had all that period of COVID, what, and you can't like come up with something like, you know, these courses are non-suitable, are expired, and so that other children who have not yet enrolled for them, like they do look for other things. Right now I'm in second year. There are those who have enrolled for first year, early childhood, and then it's expired. Imagine that amount of money we've been spending over time over something which is not there, and how our parents feel about it.
That much clarification. What do they mean by expired? Do they mean that maybe there is need to change in what we do in our courses, like the course units we do, the methods used to teach, or are they going to introduce something new from what we have been doing?
The students call upon the government to work hand in hand with National Council to ensure that the courses are accredited.
Ministry of Education, like you're ministering us in that particular concept of education. So the Ministry of Education, you're responsible for everything that's happening right now. You can't blame the institution, you can't blame the professors. In any way, you cannot extend them to anything related to expiry of our courses. It's the Ministry of Education. Like, what took them long to talk about it? It even never needed a pipeline to tell us that, you know, what you're doing is wrong. But where some even have completed blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know, what you're doing is not there.
It is the responsibility of the NCHE, because we always pay yearly, we pay a fee to the National Council for Higher Education. So I think it is their responsibility to carry out the initiative to find out that is this course still valid or it is expired, because Valiomosi say that they don't have enough like employment. That is why they take long. Kati I wonder zino sente tusasola zachi if they cannot get enough people to work and carry out all that is required to accredit all these courses that we are doing, because at the end of the day we pay our money. At the end of the day you go out nga ekitufu olinga atasoma yasigala awaka naawe ali ku ssomero, you're all the same.
Case it is the National Council that should be held accountable for all this, but not only the National Council but also other governing institutions that work hand in hand with it. I mean, how can expired courses be published and advertised almost every time? I am aware that most intakes are about to happen. August intake, the May, June, July intakes, they are advertising the same courses. But who will apply for those courses? The news is circulating all over social media and everywhere that we are studying expired courses. I mean, also the government has to come up and address this issue through the Ministry of Education, because most people are only getting the information about expired courses and they are seeing a very long document from the ministry, from the National Council of Higher Education, but they are not getting clear and thorough explanations about anything. So everyone we are just actually responding to what we don't know, But what we know is that those things say they're expired. Anyways, we need further information and guideline as how we can go on with this.
Parliament established National Council for Higher Education by an act principally to implement the Universities and Other Tertiary Institutions Act 2001, assigning it the mandate to guide on the establishment of institutions of higher learning, their licensing and accreditation, as well as accreditation of their academic program. Anselm Ojaro, live at 8.